Hi there. It's absolutely freezing in the garden today and its soil is much too hard to work on, but luckily we managed to get a whole host of volunteers in yesterday to make this living willow arch for children of all ages to enjoy. The concept is really simple, and that's the use of willow stems, and I've got a nice variety of colours here, used as hardwood cuttings. To prepare them, you take maybe 1 or 2 year old pieces of willow wood and cut just below a node. And this is an area where the tissue is going to be able to differentiate and make new roots quickest.
Can we see where the node is? Maybe
the node,
other one, the brown one's got quite big.
That's right. They've got joins there. So just here where these join, that would be the place. So you'd maybe snip this bit off and cut it under that node to prepare it. And then using a pinch bar, we just made holes in the ground, and in order so that the cutting would root better, we filled the hole as we were putting the hardwood cutting in with a gritty mixture of sharp sand and also my secret ingredient, which is the volcanic rock dust. This is to make sure that the cutting is well bedded in, so there's not too much in the way of wind rock, and also to make sure that the end of the cutting isn't hanging in air. So one other thing to try and look, we'll take a walk through it, shall we? So we haven't put them too close together, but what we have done is tried to get strong bits, which are older wood, so that we can use these to tie in the future. Now, chances are that I left this one at this height because we couldn't get finished, but I'll probably take this down. And again, that's just to reduce its action in the wind and stop it rocking. But next year, hopefully, when they're all sprouting away, that's when we can start to tie them in and thicken up. So in the future, these will be actually quite thick, so avoid the temptation to put them far too close together. So we've come up in this area, which we won't be able to use for growing crops because it's got a reputation for flooding in the winter. So willow would be the perfect plant to put in this situation. It'll also benefit wildlife, and it will create a little habitat in itself. So walk round. Big enough space for people to walk side by side. And then at the end, this will,
it is quite
you can see
wet,
just, that's one of our test holes to see how much water would fill up. And in the end, we've got a round space, which I suppose might become in the future a living yurt. So we've left the gap at the end because I think the temptation for people to just break through it will be too much, rather than walk all the way back round again.
Yep.
We can always make this into an arch. Over here is today's work, because it's been so cold, and that's preparing the new beds. And to do this, we hired in a turf cutter to cut down on the labour and hours, and took a layer of turf off. And because these beds are going to be 3 sleepers high because of the potential of flooding, we've just put the turfs at the bottom upside down, and we've also put some excess soil and some of the manure that we have in the bottom, and then we'll fill these up with soil. We will have them 1 sleeper's length, and then of course we've cut a third so that we've got 3 high at the other end.
Yep.
And these will be assembled next Sunday, and a couple of impact drill screwdrivers will probably be in action as well. We'll also put uprights in, 2x2s, to tie in the individual sleepers so that they don't bow if they're drying out and soil can leak out the sides. So there you have it. That's today's work, and hopefully see people on Sunday.
Great, great. Looking good. Busy today too. So hopefully hear from us soon.
Yes.
Yes.